Let's learn how to do a square of crochet that is crocheted of a rounded way. So let's start making the chains that we're gonna do the invisible circle. 2, 3, 4, 5, and more one for the close the circle. And we close it. Now we have a circle, and let's do 3 chains. 3 chains, and let's do 1 high stitch, 2 high stitch, and let's do 2 chains. So we have the equivalent of 3 high stitch, and I'm gonna do 1 high stitch, 2 high stitch, 3 high stitch, and 2 chains. I'm going to do 3 high stitch, and we're gonna have 2 chains and more 3 high stitches. And let's do 2 chains, and I'm gonna look for the first chain. Is a high stitch, this is the last chain. And so we close the loop with a low stitch, and we have the first square. And let's do 3 high stitch, 3 chains, and let's do high stitch in the head of high stitch. We have 2, and now we're gonna do 2 high stitches in this hole. 1, 2 high stitch, and let's do 2 chains, because this is gonna make it be a square. And now we're gonna do more 2 high stitch, and now we are doing the other side of the square, and we're gonna do high stitch on high stitch. We have 3 on this 2, and now we're gonna do 2 in this hole, in this space. 1, 2, and do more 2 chains. And now we're gonna start the other side of the square, so it's 2 high stitch in that same space, and now high stitch in the top of high stitch. And now we're gonna do 2 high stitch in that space, and we're gonna do the square of the square. And now we're doing the other side of the square, and now high stitch on the top of high stitch. And now 2 high stitch in that space. So let's do the corner and 2 high stitch for the next side of the square. And now we just get the first chain of the 3 chains, because we now are closing our square. And now let's do increase the square, make a bigger one. Actually I instead of do 3 high stitch, I like to do 2 high stitch, because gonna have a work a little closer. I say of 3 because is what we see in the magazines that teach. I say 3 high stitch because is the equivalence. But how I like to make this work a little closer, instead of do 3, I like to do just 2. Okay, it's because it's easy to teach the 3, because it's the equivalence that you use all the time. But when I just working round crochet, I like to do only 2 and not 3. But when I'm doing a crochet that increase, that is this way, I like to use 3. But in this round crochet, like a circle and this rounded, in this square, this is a rounded work, I like to do only two chains in the place of the high stitch. But for the other works, not. I use really 3. So let's keep to do more around. So we're doing the first side of the square, that is stitch on the top of a stitch, and when come the space, we do more 2 stitch, because we are increasing the size of the square. And now we are doing the corner of the stitch, the square, doing two chains. And now we're gonna pass to do the next side of the square, doing 2 high stitches to increase the size of the square. So more 2, and we keep on doing high stitches on the top of high stitch of the first square, the square before. And now the time we're going to increase more 2 of one side and more 2 of the other side of the original square, the square, to make a square bigger all the time. So now we increase the 2 high stitches of the size. We're doing the square, doing 2 chains. We're starting the other side, the next side of the square, and now we're doing high stitches on the top of the high stitches, and we keep in this way to come to here, to the end of the side. And when I'm in the end of the side, we do more 2 high stitches to increase every side of and now let's do the corner of the square, doing the 2 chains that are gonna be where is gonna be the next 2 high stitches of the bigger square that come after. And now doing high stitches in the top of high stitch. And this way we're gonna increase all the time the square. So now we're gonna close this square. We find the chain. This is the hand, and this is the last chain. We close it to start all over again. I do 2, and we keep crocheting high stitch on high stitch until we come to this square. You see, here is a square, here is square, here is square, here is square. All the space are squares. And so when you're gonna come here, we're gonna do more two high stitch, 2 chains to make the next square, and 2 high stitch to start the next side. And in the end of the side, we're gonna do 2 high stitches, 2 chains to make the square, and more 2 high stitches that are gonna increase the side of the square all the time. I'm gonna keep this way all the time, and gonna work fit perfectly always.